you're probably, for your music best known for the Staying Alive soundtrack, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think like creating a soundtrack is so different than creating any other album. So, what was kind of the process in doing that? Like, you get a script, what, any direction? Like,
well, I stole the script. I didn't get the
stole
script.
it.
Yeah. I went in to visit my brother in the office right when they were in pre-production. As you know, being a filmmaker, it's chaos, and everyone's brown nosing, Sly. Oh, Sly, can I get you something? All the, everyone. Of course, I come in, my hair's down to here. I've lost all my record deals. It's like terrible, and and so I asked him. I said, "Is there a chance I can get a thing in this movie?" And he said, "No, because the Bee Gees." I said, "Okay, whatever." He said, "Yeah, just go write some music." I said, "All right." So as I walked out, I snatched the script, and I started writing music. But I think it was a stream of consciousness, because I felt like I was Tony Manero. Same thing, Tony, but I wasn't like a Guido like Tony Manero. But I felt like, I wanted to, break through this thing. I mean, at that point, I'd been a professional musician for over 17 years, and I'd lost record deals, had record deals, everything. It just, at one point we just go, and so the songs I was writing, probably subconsciously, like Far From Over, I am down, but I'm far from over. So in other words, I was going down on my shield. I was going out on my shield. So, and I think that's what John picked up from the music. So maybe there was a telepathy or something going on, but it kind of related to his character. Now, I love the Bee Gees. I think Saturday Night Fever is one of the great soundtracks ever. I love the Bee Gees. But the Bee Gees didn't want to do Staying Alive because they weren't a disco band. They just put their songs to guys dancing. But the songs, they're not really disco songs. You know what I mean? Right. It's just that, and so I think I think they were grateful for what they had, but I think they just, we did it already, So they kind of really didn't want to do it anyway. And then there was some fallout, and then there was a search for soundtracks. Of course, I was the last one. And the cheapest one, because I didn't have any power, So if they hired Billy Joel or those guys, they cost millions of dollars. So to me, it was an easy time.
And speaking of movies, you are quite great in Barfly. It took me quite some time to find this DVD, but I loved it.
No, it's really hard to find Barfly. Everyone says that.
It's really hard. I went like all around the internet, and then I wound up finding out my brother had it, because he's a huge movie buff himself. So I was happy about that.
Wow.
But, so, Roger Ebert, of course, gave you some amazing accolades on the film. I'm going to just read his quote here, because it's such a great one. He said, "Barfly is a terrific film that features an outstanding performance by Frank Stallone. He's both captivating and terrifying at the same time." So what I'm curious about is, was that kind of balance something you were aiming for?
What, to be terrifying at the same time?
Yeah, terrifying, captivating.
Yeah, I don't know if it was captivating, but I think it was. I was trying to be. I don't know. I guess I kind of wrapped my teeth around it, and that's what happened. Of course, that's a fake mustache, because I didn't have a mustache because I was doing something else at the time. So the two movies I'm most famous for, I have a mustache and I have the same name. In Tombstone, I'm Ed, and in Barfly, I'm Eddie. And the only two movies out of 77 movies where I have a mustache. One's a fake one and one's a real one. Tombstone was the real one, and
They're both great. They're both great stashes, and they're both great movies.
Well, the one I could take off at night, and the other one I couldn't. Yeah.
Let's see. I got one. It says, "On Barfly, what was it like working with Faye Dunaway?"
It was okay. It was very interesting. Because she was kind of a glamour star, and she had to really notch it down for this movie. So on the first day, she came in with her makeup and hair guy, and she came out looking like Lauren Bacall, and the director goes, no. Barbara Schroeder was like this German, whatever, like Sprockets, one of those guys. No, you can't do that. She goes, what? No, you got to take all that off. So, and she was freaked out, man, because she was like, she's Faye Dunaway. She was a movie star. So she had to take all her makeup off. We put like grease in her hair so she was stringy. But that's what the character called for. It was, oh God, that was funny. But she was, you know what? She was okay with me. She's a good actress. I mean, she's a good actress, neurotic, but they're all neurotic. Name me an actor that's like well balanced.
I don't know, but I just have to say that impression right there cracked me up. I'm so glad you committed to the glasses because it made it even funnier.
Okay. I'd be without the glasses, I'm not as funny. Okay, here we go.
There we go. I appreciate it. I'm very happy you decided to wear them the whole time.
Thank you.
Made my day. We have so many stories. I'm gonna have to ask one last question before we open up.
Yes, my dear.
I know you're very passionate about Frank Stallone guitars, so why don't you tell us a little bit?
Well, hold on 1 second. I'll show you one. I got one.
All right, bring it out.
I will. We have, I know what it feels like to not have money and not be able to. And this is one of them. It kind of looks like a tree bark, right?
That looks a lot like that guitar that you got from your friend in the movie. It's kind of similar, no?
Kind of.
It's like thin.
It's thin.
It's thin.
So we make, this is called the Stallion. I mean, this is called the Tigress. The other one is the Tiger. And now the Stallion's coming. So Frank Stallone Guitars, Inc. is a company, and we get really wonderful guitars made and stuff that are really reasonable, because a lot of people don't have money, with this going on. So for like $499, you're getting a guitar like this that I would actually play on stage, which I do. And, then I got the expensive ones like, my Gibson Explorer and things like that. But
we're getting performance.
Yeah, so I think it's good to be entrepreneurial.
I think
especially with something you like. I'm bored the hell out of business. I can't stand talking business. My partner, Gary Perry Panapintos, always like, no, we got business. I said, oh, Christ. I like the artistic side of it, like the nuts and bolts, the 1% of 2% of it. I'm usually fall asleep in the meeting because I'm just not geared for it. I must have ADD or something. I blank out.
So funny. Well, listen, we could just go on frankstalloneguitars.com or the Instagram and
frankstalloneguitars.com. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Well, everyone heard that. We have a lot of the foundation gives out 700 scholarships every year to Italian American students. So we got a lot of young kids in the foundation as well. So good to know. And now let me get some questions for you, Frank. We got one from Emma. She says, you seem to have had lots of disappointments on the way to success. How much would you say this has given you in terms of your perseverance and determination?
Well, I think anyone worth his salt will have many, many setbacks, because that builds your character and builds your commitment to what you want to do. If it was easy, like I said, everyone would do it. But so if you read about the great director Frank Capra, if you read his book, The Name Above the Title, he struggled to get every one of those great movies made because they didn't want to do them. They didn't want to do It's a Wonderful Life. They didn't want to do, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town or Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. But he's an Italian immigrant, but all his movies had a message of perseverance and goodness. So you do have a lot of, there's a lot of things along the way that might not go your way, but it proves what your resilience is. Is your resilience, do you believe enough in yourself to say, you know what, I don't care, I'm moving on. I'm plowing ahead. It's like going for extra yardage, man, for the football game. But there's like Arnold, Arnold and I are good friends. We both have the same birthday in July, Arnold and I. And he said, if you're afraid to fail, you'll never make it, because you'll never take the shot. You'll never go outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, he's a big proponent of, envisioning and seeing your success, like that. I love all that stuff that he says. It's great. And speaking of Frank Capra, you had mentioned It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, that film failed at the box office.
Yes, it did.
It came out. And I always like to give this fun fact, but a lot of people don't realize that the George Bailey character was based on Amedeo A.P. Giannini. So I always
That's right.
tell people that
One of our guys that started
one
the
of our
bank.
guys. Yeah.
There was the Philadelphia sound for a while, but when the Beatles came out, all that went out the window. Everyone wanted to be British, you know.
I'm going to give you a trivia question since you are a music aficionado. Okay, you ready? Let's see if you get it. All right. Who are the two only American musicians on the Sgt. Pepper's album?
Oh my
On the
God.
cover.
Oh, you mean actors or musicians?
American musicians.
Oh, God. Oh, well, I know James Coburn, but he's not a musician. Oh, I know. God darn it. Not Elvis, is it?
No. And don't look at the chat because I'm going to give the
Wait,
answer.
wait. Little Richard?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm lost too.
Dion and Bob Dylan.
How about that? Those,
Yeah.
Now, those are the least guys you would think that would be on.
I know.
Wow.
So now I got you. So now
I got trivia one for you. Where's Rocky from?
Philadelphia.
What part?
Oh, I don't know. Tell
Most
me.
people say South Philadelphia because that's the Italian section.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's from Kensington, K&A, Kensington. But why do you think he's from the Italian section? Because that's when he runs through the street, like with the Italian market. That's 9th Street in Philadelphia. But he's actually from the Irish Polish section.
That's funny. All right, you got me.
All right, baby. I had to get you back.
One. See what we got. We got Brianna. She says, "What is your favorite fish to eat on the Italian Christmas Eve?" That's a good one. Are you?
Well, I don't actually eat fish on Christmas Eve. No, you mean the 7 fishes? I don't know. For some reason, I don't think we ever did that. We might have, and I wasn't even aware of it. I was eating a fish. I don't know, but no, I don't know. I like. I don't know. Is salmon on that list? I don't know.
On the list. I don't know. I've never had it, but I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I eat all kinds of fish. I don't know, but no, it's really funny. Now, everyone in my family is off the boat, and I don't remember like today we have the 7 fishes. No, I've heard sleep with the fish. I don't know about 7 fishes,
Yeah.
but I like all fish. You know, branzino. I like it all.
Well, I'm gonna thank Taylor and Frank, and I'm gonna interject a piece of trivia. We had a woman named Carla Gambescia give us a talk on Italian holiday traditions back in December, and she told us the Night of 7 Fishes is all completely made up, that it was something invented in the 1980s.
Okay, okay, so I feel fine.
You're vindicated.
It was like a total fugazi job, right?
Exactly,
It was like,
exactly. So none of us have to feel bad about not having this tradition in our family.
I feel more Italian now.
Your forehead.
All of a sudden, I feel like a stonard. I'm going like, hey, what do you do with stuff? I said, never heard of the goddamn thing. So
That's right. Total invention.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so
I want
much.
to thank both of you for a wonderful conversation. We could talk for hours. You know, hopefully we'll have another reason, Frank, to have you back and have a conversation with us.
Honey, I would love to.
Great.
And
I want to thank all the people out there that are watching. I can't see them
Absolutely.
all, but I want to thank them all for tuning in. And it's good to be Italian for sure.
It is. It is. So with that, I'm going to thank Taylor once again. Wish you, Frank, a good evening, and thank everybody for joining us, and see everybody soon.
You got it.
Bye.
Thank you, Frank. Thanks,
Give it
everyone.
down, my lord. Grazie.